Thank you, Madam Chair. As we've discussed this morning, the innovative use of minerals is expanding rapidly, from advanced defense technology to cutting-edge clean energy developments. New uses are cropping up with increasing frequency. We depend on these valuable materials every day for components in phones, computers, roads, and that means we count on having a steady supply of them. For many of these minerals, we know that's not a problem. We know that our manufacturers and researchers will have access to them at reasonable prices for the foreseeable future. But for others, we don't have much choice except to use unreliable foreign sources and to accept the risks that come along with that. That's why it is so important that we invest in developing alternatives to critical materials and finding other ways to reduce our reliance on overseas suppliers. Northeastern University in Boston, for example, has conducted important research on rare earth minerals, focusing on potential substitutes for these minerals in ultra-strong magnets that are now used in everything from hybrid cars to headphones to jet engines. Dr. Silbergleit, given how reliant we are on importing critical minerals, can you explain how high-quality research can reduce the risks associated with supply shortages and disruptions?
Thank you, Senator Warren. Research can reduce the risks in several ways. One is to reduce the amount that we use simply by using the same material more efficiently with a better product design, and this is going on in the tungsten industry for many years, and it's accelerated because of the situation you described. Another is to be more efficient in the way we actually produce these materials, right? We talked about better ways to actually produce the material, to do it in a more environmentally sound way, to process it more efficiently so that we essentially get more out of what's in the ground, right? And another possibility is to substitute one material for another. I believe the research you quoted talks about using cerium, which is a much more abundant and less supply risky material than neodymium and dysprosium, which are the ones that are quite a bit of a problem, according to the Department of Energy, for example. So there are all these different ways, and I think we need to, like with energy, it's not one versus another. You need them all. So I think we need to pursue all of those.
Good. Well, that's very valuable to talk about the different ways in which research can be helpful in this area. And Dr. Kimball, what mineral needs does our country have that we might be able to help address with better investments in research? Can you just give us an idea of that?
Senator, are you asking what specific minerals we should be pursuing?
Or general areas where we should be working?
I think one of the most important things is really looking at the life cycle analysis of various minerals where we know that there is demand through industry. And some of those minerals are included in the list that has been referenced several times this morning, where we do have foreign dependence. Part of the challenges that we as a nation face is to not become too dependent on a single source for any particular commodity, but to understand the distribution so that if there is disruption in those commodities, that in the supply of those commodities, that our needs are not put at risk. And so I think that's another valuable area for research.
Good. That's very important. Thank you. You know, I realize that investments in high-quality research can't solve all our problems, but this research represents a very important opportunity to reduce our reliance on unreliable foreign mineral sources. We can do a better job of developing alternatives to critical minerals, strengthen our research workforce, and explore other ways to improve our resilience to supply disruptions. And our nations and other research institutions can play a critical role in that process. I'm pleased that the bill we're talking about today takes steps to address these concerns, and I look forward to working with the chairman on this. Thank you.